What is going on with Ski Mask Dog? It's the best performing meme coin in the last week. Is this organic growth and a lot of small retail investors are buying in, potentially stabilizing the price at a higher level? Or is this a pump and dump caused by the whales? We're going to look at the on-chain metrics that most people aren't looking at. We're going to look behind the price action to answer whether or not it still makes sense to buy the token. So here are the top performing meme coins in the last week. And Ski Mask Dog is at number 1 with a gain of more than 6x or an increase of 519%. That's then how that looks like on a chart. And 1 month ago, the price was still at 0.2 cents. Now we are at 13 cents. And so it is pretty fascinating when we look at the largest trending tokens on the base chain and we order this by their liquidity pool size. Most of the tokens actually did not do that well recently. Just have a look at this column in the last 24 hours. Pretty much everything went down, but Ski Mask Dog went up. It's a clear outlier. Is this caused by a lot of people or just by a whale pump and dump? We're going to look at this in a second. Now, for every token, I first have a look at what's happening with the buyers and sellers. That's here on dextrainer.com on the right. We've got 66% buyers, only 34% sellers, but the buying volume is pretty much 50-50. There's only 300k more buys than sells, but that does move the price a lot when the liquidity isn't that large. Now, at first glance, the on-chain statistics are pretty impressive. There's more than 100,000 holders on chain. Now, is this just thousands and thousands of bots, or is this natural demand? We are not going to find the answer on the website. Unfortunately, too many people just get distracted by things like this. We need to look at data most people aren't looking at. So there's roughly 100,000 holders on chain compared to 12,000 followers on Twitter. And that compares to 7,000 members on Telegram. So it seems like all of those numbers somewhat align, right? Of course, there's way more holders on chain than there are social followings, but that's not necessarily that worrying. That's relatively common. Now, we've already looked at the number of buyers and sellers today, but how did this actually change over time? The answer is in the following charts. On the left side, we see the number of buyers and sellers per day. On the right side, we see the ratio of buyers and sellers per day. So we normalize this to 100%. We can clearly see how the meme coin runs in attention waves. Sometimes there's a lot of attention. This of course means that the price is going up. Sometimes there is very little attention. That tends to be the best time to buy. Now there's also a huge spike over here with 50,000 buyers. This very much looks like bot activity to me. It doesn't happen every day, but at least it seems to have happened on the 29th of May of this year. We also see that over time, it seems like there is more and more of an overhang of buyers. So the ratio of buyers versus sellers tends to be trending in the right direction. Now here are the all-time charts of the number of retail investors versus whale investors. The way we make this separation, the way we make this distinction is with minimum holding thresholds. So on the left side, we've got the number of wallets that have at least 10,000 ski tokens. At the current price, that's a bit over $1,000 worth of the token. For the chart in the middle, we go at 10x in minimum holding. So that's now 100,000 tokens or $10,000 worth of the token. And on the right, another 10x. So that's now 1,000,000 tokens or $100,000 worth of the token. We can clearly see a massive influx of new retail investors. That cohort tends to grow the fastest. It almost 4x'd in the last few weeks. The number of medium-sized retail only roughly grew by 50%, and the whales, they tend to go down in numbers. In other words, it does appear as if the whales are taking profit or the whales are dumping on retail, but they seem to be not dumping that fast that the price is going down, right? Retail still continues to be interested. Once the whales sell too quickly and the rally stops, of course, then also the growth by retail investors will slow down. So the whales are somewhat careful. But what exactly happened in the last month where the price went up by more than 5,000%? How quickly did the number of holders change? The answer is over here. So we've got again the same minimum holding thresholds, but this time we just look at the last month. And again, we see very nice constant growth by small retail and we continue to expand pretty quickly. Medium-sized retail took part of the initial rally, but not that much recently. What happened in the last 3 days, that seems to be driven mainly by the very small guys. And again, the whales, they are taking profit. They bought in early and they take advantage of this rally. It's the same time and time again. The whales tend to be the smart people, right? They've played crypto for that long that they tend to take profit whenever something rallies. And the small retail investor tends to be not as smart, comparatively speaking. They tend to buy in comparatively later. They might not necessarily get wrecked now, but it was definitely better to buy in earlier and take profit now than to now buy, right? To FOMO in right now. Now what we've got over here is the number of new investors versus returning investors over time. Again, the absolute numbers are on the left and the normalization to 100% per day is on the right. And we do see this wave pattern one more time. In the last 2 days, the number of new users tended to rather decline, but that doesn't mean we can't see another wave. The number of new users versus returning users doesn't really have a clear trend right now. Now, I believe there's two main places to make money in crypto with short-term speculation right now. And that is the Solana chain and that is the Base chain. Because have a look at this. Have a look at the 1 month total value locked change across different chains. Solana outperformed everything else. We can ignore Bitcoin because this is the inscription market, which is mainly manipulated by the centralized exchanges. But Base is also growing very quickly. So it's Solana and Base. It's not necessarily Tron. It's not necessarily the Binance Smart Chain. And I've looked at this table for quite a while, and it seems to be always Base and Solana that tend to be at the top. Now, here's the thing. Recently, the altcoins are having a very nice run. What we've got over here is the others dominance. So how much of all of crypto is currently in the altcoins that are not in the top 10? And within a month, this went up by roughly 25%. A lot of money from traditional finance is finally flowing into crypto again. The stablecoin market cap tends to rise. It's even accelerating recently. And that's happening since the beginning of October of last year. What we see over here, that's the Terra Luna collapse. This is the Anchor protocol going bust. This is when UST depegged. It started the bear market where also FTX imploded, and then we saw the turnaround at the beginning of October of last year. And now we really see money coming in. All of crypto is going up. This is the bull run. The issue is that especially for the people that just recently start out, most people tend to buy the things that just recently went up. Most people simply buy the things where currently a lot of attention is. But the art in crypto, I believe, is to buy the things before everybody looks at it. Because once, especially the very risky tokens, they are already large, then we mainly see profit taking. For example, here, this is the largest meme coins in the pump.fun ecosystem. So that's the launchpad of meme coins on Solana. And just have a look at this, right? This is the performance in the last 7 days. Most of those tokens went down. It's about buying tokens before they become large. For example, over here, this is the GOAT token. It's currently at 70 cents. And I tried to be early on this channel, right? I published a video when it was still at 24 cents. And so this is what this channel is all about, right? It's trying to identify tokens that have positive momentum, a lot of organic growth, but at the same time that still have the 2, 3, 4, 5x potential. And so if you want to be early next time, feel free to subscribe over here. I publish videos regularly. Now, how do I find tokens like GOAT early? Why am I so confident that tokens like this can go higher? The answer is wallet tracking. So the blockchain is 100% transparent and we can have a look at what are other people doing. For example, over here, right? This is a signal today. We see how influencer CryptoGains bought the agent token for 0.035 cents. That was over here. Afterwards, the price went up by 120%. Then, of course, subsequently, it still went down. It's still up since the purchase. But that's how the game works, right? You want to buy tokens that currently have momentum. You want to take profit very early, and you want to buy the things that other influencers buy. You want to buy the things that insiders are buying. You want to buy the things that other top traders are buying. Now, here's that influencer, that CryptoGains influencer. He's currently got more than 130,000 subscribers. He's reaching the 140K. And through on-chain analytics, we found a lot of his wallets. We've got 55 of his wallets that we are tracking, where we get alerts whenever he buys or sells something. And so I just had a look at his recent video, this AI agent crypto will 100% make people millions. That's the strawberry token. So that's published just 19 hours ago when the price was at 26 cents. And we got our alert that CryptoGains bought the token for 17 cents. And so subsequently, the price went up by 215%. But surprise, surprise, once the video hits YouTube, it's already too late. We did see quite a correction subsequently. So have a look at this, right? This is actually 17 hours ago, right? This is the top at 11 p.m. Now it's 4 p.m. And this video was published 19 hours ago, but that doesn't really match with the price. So the video was published somewhere when the price was already here. So something happened between recording of the price and publishing of the video on YouTube. And so here's potentially what happened, right? It's just a guess, but probably CryptoGains bought the token. He found it very interesting for whatever reason. He then potentially talked about this in his premium community. Then some of his people might find the token interesting as well, right? It might have been a recommendation to buy, but it's simply just a mention potentially in that community. A lot of his followers buy the token and they're pushing up the price further and further. And once the YouTube video hits, that's then when they tend to sell. That's probably why we see the recent decline. And so that just shows how much power there is in wallet tracking. With wallet tracking, we can be among the very early buyers. We can buy directly with the influencers, with the insiders, before all of those other people buy in. It's really about getting an edge in crypto. It's really about learning more than others. It's figuring out the data that most people are too lazy to compile or that don't have the capacity to compile. Now, I talk now a lot about the single influencer, but it's actually not just CryptoGains that we're looking at. For example, check this out. This is Crypto Banter. They've got 1.1 million subscribers. When they talk about a token in a video and thousands of people watch that video, of course this generates attention. Of course this pushes up the price. And so of course we also have some of their wallets. We've got 33 that we are tracking. Well, have a look at this. This is Alex Becker, 1.5 million subscribers. And we've got 12 of his wallets. I really believe this is the way to make money in crypto. It's not drawing random lines on charts, etc. It's getting an information edge. It's working for that information edge. And so that's why I created a tutorial course just on how to find influencer wallets, how to then set up alerts for those influencers, and how to then also interpret the signals that we get from the alerts. It's 8 videos in total, and it's all part of the premium membership of this channel. Now, I do not pump and dump on this audience, right? We are just trying to find information edge outside of the community. Now, premium is not just about wallet tracking. It's also about backtesting indicators. It's also about risk mitigation, portfolio diversification, on-chain analytics. There's more than 100 tutorial videos in total. Once we have a wallet signal, we of course also have to discuss when should we buy, when should we sell. We have to compare our on-chain analytics. That's why we've got the dedicated chats on the individual altcoins as well. So feel free to check it out. It's currently $165 per month. There's also a 1-week money back guarantee. So in case you don't like premium, in case you don't learn anything, just message me within the first 7 days and I will refund you 100%. There's really zero risk for you. And so, does it make sense to buy the Ski Mask token right now? Is there still upside potential? I think one way to answer this is to look at relative valuations. Where are we currently in the market cap? Currently, the momentum is obviously positive. All of crypto is expanding, and especially the number of retail investors that are buying into Ski is going up, while the whales, of course, are selling, but they're not selling that quickly. The question then remains, how much higher can the token go? Let's have a look at relative valuations. What we've got over here are the top performing meme coins on the base chain in the last week. And we've got Ski Mask stock at number 1, and that is at currently $127 million in market cap. Now, the largest of the meme coins on base is at roughly 300 million market cap. So there might be another 2 to 3x in here to then beat Degen. Degen, by the way, has its own blockchain. The question is, can the overall meme coin market on base appreciate more? Currently, there's a lot of trading with AI agents and the virtual protocol on base. There's not as much meme coin trading, but if the meme coin market as a whole on base can appreciate, and if the upper ceiling is not the 300 million, then pretty much the sky is the limit, right? The largest of all of the meme coins is at 64 billion, and the largest of the meme coins on the Solana chain is at 3.3 billion. So that's roughly a 30x from here. But of course, for a 30x to happen, we need to see the support by market makers as well, right? We need to see the token getting being listed on various centralized exchanges. If you got some value out of this video, feel free to subscribe. I publish videos regularly. A like would be very much appreciated as well. It helps the channel grow. See you in the next video, or see you in premium. Cheers.